Hi, and welcome to all the things you're looking for. I have been asked which in-ears I like better, the AirPods Pro 2 or the Bose QuietComfort 2. Well, I got the Bose first, and although they are very good, well, the sound was a little bit different to what I had expected and to what I prefer. And overall, my first impression was kind of, well, I was a little bit disappointed, but stay tuned. Then the AirPods Pro came out, the AirPods Pro version 2, and I thought, wow, there are quite some improvements over the original ones, and I use them very often. So if you had asked me the first days after I got the AirPods Pro, which one I do prefer, the AirPods Pro version 2 or the Bose Quiet Comfort 2, well, I probably would have answered the AirPods Pro. Now, some weeks later, I have to say it depends. It depends on your personal choices and your personal preferences. But let me go a little deeper. Today, I have to say my first impression after I got the AirPods Pro was influenced by different factors. The biggest one probably was the relative improvement compared to the predecessor. The improvements of the AirPods Pro over the original ones are quite significant. Apple brought the AirPods Pro definitely to the next level. The sound is fuller, highs clearer, mids are not too dominant, much more bass. All in all, much more pleasing and exciting listening experience. What else? The AirPods Pro have a better noise cancellation compared to the original ones. They eventually got touch control, finally. They have a great transparency mode, and well, if you live in the Apple universe, the AirPods Pro may have some advantages, such as seamlessly switching between devices and spatial audio. And by the way, they have added XS ear tips. So for the first time, my wife could use them without having to worry that they will fall off out of her ears, even when just sitting somewhere. The Bose Quiet Comfort 2. Well, the original Bose Quiet Comfort already were very good, and this way the improvements may feel a little bit more subtle. Thus, I probably did not recognize how significant they were, or just did not value it enough. And after I just had adjusted the EQ settings, I really like the sound now. I have adjusted the bass to -6, mids to +2, and treble to +1. Probably will continue to find him tune them, but anyway, the Bose Quiet Comfort 2 also give me a bit of more engaging soundstage than the AirPods Pro. And Bose QuietComfort also give me better fit compared to the AirPods Pro. The AirPods Pro won't fall off my ears, but I have some problems with the right one. The ear fit test also confirms that, showing that sometimes the fit is not that optimal. The fit of the Bose QuietComfort 2, at least for me, is much better. The design with the adjustable stabilization band together with the different ear tips is a very clever solution and gives you a lot of different adjustment options. And what I also like is the new design. One of the biggest disadvantages of the original AirPods Pro, of the original Bose QuietComfort, were its size and weight. The Bose QuietComfort 2 are significantly smaller now, and they are much lighter, still heavier than the AirPods Pro, 6.24 versus 5.3 grams. Although being a little heavier, I prefer the Bose QuietComfort over the AirPods when it comes to fit. Noise cancellation. Well, when it comes to noise cancellation, well, I think the Bose QuietComfort 2 just outperformed the Apple AirPods Pro 2. And this is not only when it comes to deep frequencies. My wife recently started playing the violin, and I can tell you, a violin is pretty loud. And it's a difficult instrument to learn, and it will take some time until you hit the notes correctly. The AirPods Pro take away a little bit of the intensity of the violin sound. It sounds more like the volume is being tuned down a little bit. The Bose QuietComfort 2 absolutely shine. Without listening to music, the sound of the violin is already significantly reduced, And when I start listening to music, the violent sound is basically gone or almost gone. When there are soft passages in the song, of course, you can still hear a little bit something of it. What probably also contributes to it, at least when it comes to my ears, the Bose QuietComfort offer a much better passive noise isolation than the AirPods Pro. But what I noticed with the Bose QuietComfort 2 is when not listening to music, there is a slight hissing sound, not disturbing, but definitely noticeable. Some people maybe find it a little bit disturbing. And by the way, you cannot turn off noise cancellation, it is always on. With the AirPods Pro, you can. So, which one would I choose? The AirPods Pro or the Bose QuietComfort 2? As mentioned previously, it depends. It depends on your use case and your personal preferences. You won't go wrong with either of them. They are both very good. So let's summarize. Let's start with the AirPods Pro. Pros. Big improvement over the original ones. Much better bass, much better sound, better noise cancellation, touch control. You can now adjust the volume, finally. Great transparency mode. Perfect choice if you live in the Apple universe and if you want to switch between devices seamlessly. Although during my call quality test, this turned out to be a little bit of a disadvantage. They connected to devices I did not want to connect them to. Well, what else? The AirPods Pro are very light. The case is very small. You can stow it almost anywhere. You probably won't find lots of smaller cases on the market. The case now has a speaker. It can give you acoustic information, such as when it needs to be charged or when you try to locate it, it can just play a sound. Apple also included additional ear tips in XS, and it thus might fit a wider range of people, like, for example, my wife. And they come with spatial audio. Cons. The noise cancellation is good, but there are better noise cancelling devices in the market. And as of today, there are not that much use cases when it comes to spatial audio. That might change in the future, but well, one big disadvantage for me at least is there is no dedicated tool for adjusting the EQ settings. So let's get to the Bose QuietComfort 2 Pros. The Bose QuietComfort 2 offer a great soundstage, at least after adjusting the EQ settings to your personal preferences, and that's really an advantage. EQ settings can be adjusted bass, mids, highs. The Bose QuietComfort 2 come with a class-leading noise cancellation, probably the best around on the market as of now. For me and people I know, they offer a very good fit. The fit is adjustable in two ways, a stabilization band and in-ear tips. I think the stabilization band is a very clever solution. They may thus fit a wider range of people, and I don't feel any pressure in my ears. The Bose QuietComfort 2 are lighter than the original ones. They are much more comfortable to wear. They are smaller than the original ones, and thus they come with a smaller case. In my opinion, the case now is very portable, and overall the design of the Bose QuietComfort 2 has improved compared to the original ones. Well, it's just my personal opinion, but I think it has. And now the cons. Still no multi-point pairing. The case still is a little bit bigger than the AirPods Pro, but still very handy. There are bigger cases around. Noise cancellation cannot be turned off. That's a big one. And there is a slight hissing sound when not listening to music. As mentioned, not a big deal for me, but maybe for somebody else. And you cannot turn off noise cancellation. So, what's my verdict? When you want to use all the advantages of the Apple universe, then the AirPods Pro are the ones. They are definitely a big improvement over the original AirPods Pro, and you are also able to turn noise cancelling off. This is definitely an advantage, I think. If noise cancellation on the other side is the most important to you, And if you are often in very noisy environments, then I definitely choose the Bose QuietComfort 2. The Bose QuietComfort also have a better passive noise isolation. At least when it comes to my ears, they offer a better fit. There are a wider range of options to adjust the fit and get a better seal. As mentioned, they now offer an adjustable stabilization band and different ear tips. That's a very interesting way to adjust the fit. And for me, that makes them very comfortable to wear. I am never afraid of losing one, like I sometimes do with my AirPods Pro. I also prefer the Bose QuietComfort 2 when it comes to sound, and they also bring adjustable EQ settings. I listen to quite some songs with both the AirPods Pro and the Bose QuietComfort. I also change them back and forth while listening to a song, and when I had to make a choice, well, listening to music and audio is a very subjective thing. And although I live in the Apple universe, I'd choose the Bose QuietComfort too. But don't get me wrong, both sound really great. You can't make a mistake here. And as mentioned, when it comes to experiencing sound, it always depends on your personal preferences as well. And when it comes to listening to several songs again and again, switching earpods during a song, and when you have to put so much effort in it to compare them, I think it should give you an idea how good they both are. But don't get me wrong, the AirPods Pro and the Bose QuietComfort 2 offer a very different soundstage. The AirPods Pro may offer a more neutral, unobtrusive soundstage, and the Bose QuietComfort, on the other hand, a more immersive, more engaging sound. And we have to keep in mind the Bose QuietComfort also have the advantage of a better noise cancellation, a better passive noise isolation. So that might also have some impact of the sound in a noisy environment. And for those who prefer a lot of bass, the Bose QuietComfort definitely give you a lot of bass. Although the factory setting, the bass is, for me at least, way too much. As mentioned, I had to adjust it to -6. I reduced the bass quite a lot, and it's still very prominent, much more prominent than with the AirPods Pro. What else? The Bose QuietComfort 2 have no multi-point pairing, but manually selecting them in the Bluetooth menu is not a big deal, at least for me. What else? Well, I think that's it for today. I spoke a lot, so I hope you liked the video. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to support my channel, please subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a great time.